Hi guys, it's Klaudia. Welcome back to my channel. I know I've been off for a while, but I was just stuck on deciding what content I'm going to post next, and I just miss doing Apple videos. I know I'm slightly like 3 years behind, but I recently purchased the Homepod Mini. I just wanted to do some sort of video on that as well to show you guys that I'm actually still evolving in my Apple products. And I also have the Beats Pill Plus, and boy, this came out in like I think 2015, so it's quite an old speaker. However, I still think it's a lot of people's favorites. It has been unfortunately discontinued from the Apple Store since 2022. I guess this is where the HomePod Mini comes to play. So I just thought it would be quite interesting to compare the two since I already have them, and I feel like we should just get going with the comparison, starting with the price. First up, we have the Beats Pill Plus, and now I was pretty shocked with how the price still continued to be around the same. Even now, I feel like it's now more of like a resale thing because they have become so much more limited. With the HomePod Mini, I was a bit offended that in the UK it's a bit more money because of the conversion, but anyway, in general it's a good price for this quality speaker, and of course it is slightly cheaper compared to the Beats Pill Plus. A quick cut into the video to tell you about Shokz. Now, Shokz has a variety of open ear headphones. You heard that right, I've never seen this sort of technology before. Shokz has a lot of innovative designs to provide you with the best comfort, especially if you're using their headphones on a day-to-day basis, like me, whilst being at home, working from home, or for like a specific sport to ensure the best stability. And I was lucky enough to get my hands on their new product, which is the Open Fit. So the best feature for me about these headphones is that they fit my ear shape really well. I do have small ears, and so I do tend to have a bit of difficulty finding the right earphones. I tend to avoid the ones with the tips, and so these are really light and they feel really secure, so I can wear them for like an everyday, all-day basis. Open Fit provides open ear listening with reduced sound leakage, so there is awareness whilst being outside. The audio experience for me is really impressive because it does have good bass and a lot of rich details, so I'm not missing anything out. There is an AI called noise cancellation technology which ensures call quality by filtering out ambient noise in common noisy settings such as train stations. And this actual case reminds me a bit of like the Beats Power Beats Pro, so it has like really nice premium quality, nice matte finish, easy to take out and put back in. Can I do this? Yeah. There is also an ultra soft silicone used in the Open Fit. They're great for going on the treadmill. They're easy to clean. They don't really get dirty as much as the ones we have to put in your ears. And to top it all off, they do have a good battery life. So thank you Shokz for gifting me these Open Fit headphones. Greatly appreciated. And now moving on to the rest of the video. Now focusing on the designs of the two speakers, the Beats Pill Plus is a portable Bluetooth speaker, and it also has few features for this. It can work as a power bank for any smart device, and for the old school users, it also has an audio jack. You do have few buttons. On the side, you also have the LED dots, which let you know how much battery is left. For something that you do take outside, it is slightly heavy. It's nearly 1 kilogram. This speaker doesn't have a waterproof rating, but I think a bit of like a splash. I don't think it will do a lot to it. In comparison, we do have the HomePod Mini, which isn't waterproof but is very light, so it weighs around 345 grams, which is, I can't even, if I put this in a bag, it really won't make a difference. It's also small, so again, easy to carry, and it just looks good in the house. Like, it's very aesthetic because it's like a meshy, soft material. These colored lights come on when Siri is activated, and I just love how they swirl around. You also have few touch controls. Now, on a kind of similar topic of functionality, the HomePod Mini has the Siri integration basically 24/7. It's applicable to Apple Music or home devices. For example, it sets timers. And what I really like about the HomePod Mini is that you can have the music playing on the HomePod, but if you do need to use your phone and play a video, it will play the sound from your phone instead of the speaker, so it won't interrupt the music. You can also start music playing from your phone and then bring your phone towards the speaker, and then it will transfer the music onto the speaker. Now, with the Beats Pill, in comparison, it doesn't have the Siri integration, but if you have Siri turned on your iPhone, you get Siri functionalities as well. But the only difference is you would have to turn on the Beats Pill before you can use that. Also, as I mentioned, HomePod can separate the two sounds together. Beats Pill cannot. It will literally play anything when you're using your phone on the speaker whilst playing the music.
So, our cat kitty has a baby. She brought us her baby.
Now, comparing the sound of the two speakers, the Beats Pill Plus has a more bass level. I don't even turn it all the way up when I'm inside because the sound does get too much. However, it would be good for the outside. The only issue sometimes is that the sound quality can get a little bit muddy, because if you do want it at a high volume, the bass is very like overpowering. Moving on to the battery life, the Beats Pill Plus has a 12-hour battery life. It took me a while to figure out what to do with my fingers. Okay, I find that is plenty for me, for my personal use. Say if I usually listen to about 5 hours of music a week, then you know, you get 2 and something weeks. I guess the downside is the charging process. I try to turn on my Beats Pill and it's just out of battery because I forget to charge it. However, in emergencies, you can plug it in and use it while charging. Now, the HomePod Mini is alive all the time. Don't have to charge it. And in terms of how much power it takes, I found a test. It measured that it's using 2.5 to 3 watts when it was inactive and about 4 to 7 watts when the music is playing. So I think that's actually not too bad. And the last point I have is convenience. With the Beats Pill Plus, you can connect any device to it. If you see the speaker on the Bluetooth, and if it's not connected to your phone, someone else can easily connect to it. Also, if somebody else has a Beats Pill, you can use the app and then combine the speakers together to play the same music. Now, with the HomePod Mini, it's a little bit different because not everyone has access. Only the people you've invited to share the Home app can use it. But also on the same concept as the Beats Pill, you can buy multiple HomePod Minis and scatter them around the house, and then they easily communicate with each other. I think the downside is you can't use the HomePod for non-Apple devices. If you want to connect it whilst you're playing a movie or something, you can only use an audio with a HomePod Mini if it's by using an Apple device like an iPhone, iPad, MacBook, iMac, or an Apple TV. Okay, so we have come to my overall Personal thoughts, of course, I did used to have just the Beats Pill Plus and I managed fine. But once I did get the HomePod Mini, I realized it's quite useful with the Siri integration and that it's always available. However, with the HomePod, it's a bit of a limitation because I do like cleaning with the music on, and if I have the HomePod Mini just in my room, it's a bit of a hassle to plug it out and then find the nearest plug socket. So I think in general, if I was only allowed to have one speaker in terms of the features and my lifestyle, I would probably pick the Beats Pill Plus. However, they are both really good speakers. It's just different concepts, of course, with the portable versus the home device. But I do feel like we do need a portable HomePod Mini. I feel like that would change the game. Let me know which speaker is your favorite, why you would choose it. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!